Yeah, we late, but this shit's fantastic. For the ages, feels like it's magic. Hear the clock been haunting my dreams. It's been ticking for hours, ticking for hours.
Yeah, I feel so old. Can't waste no time, gotta wait in line and the weather's so cold. Should've brought my coat at the end of the line, on my shit untold. Messed up a lot, used to be waiting for.
Right, hello guys. Coming on to do an ink swatch. These sets that I bought are these inks. These are fountain pen inks, and these are Diamine. They're made in the UK. They are for fountain pens. These are water soluble, so they're great for using as like watercolour. Now I'm going to swatch the whole 6 set that I bought recently, then show you something that I've made. I've just put down some paper just in case I get a leak or something like that, because you do not want ink on anything. I've got a piece of, this is the Pencil March watercolour paper. This is a student grade one. It's cold pressed, 300 grams. But it's got a nice texture in it. I don't know if you can see the texture, but it's a nice paper, especially for swatching and doing bits and pieces. So I'm just going to wet a paintbrush here to get that ready. I've got paper towel. I've got some of these little tray things. I don't know what they're called. They're for like putting dips and that in, but they'd be perfect for this project. Now I'm going to show you the actual colours first, and then we're going to do a swatch. So let me leave that there for a minute, and I'll show you what these colours are like. So I'm going to start with the amber. So all I do is just dip in, basically, and then we can go on like that. The problem with these colours is you can't move them around like watercolour, and you have to work quick with them as well. You can over wet them like that. Look, see how that's bringing out more? But you have to work quick with them. See? It does produce that little one brush. It does produce quite a lot, and it's a very nice intense colour. But like, we'll leave that to dry for just a minute, because they don't take long to dry, and that's why I say you have to work quickly with them. So let me just put the cap on that a minute, because I don't want that everywhere. So that's nearly dry now. Yeah. But you can build colours, you can re-wet them, and you can go over and build the colour in certain places as well, like I'm doing now. My brush is too wet. Let's get some more of that. But you can, once it's fully dry, remember this is only just been wet, so it's going to seep into the rest. But it makes a very intense colour. See, there. That's the example that I wanted. See this square here? Then it's gone. Then I've overlaid it. Do you see what I mean? So you can make dramatic effects like that. So they're great for layering. But as I said, you've got to work fast. The intensity is good. Let me show you. So we've done that colour. This one is intense. It's called Oxblood, and this is a very like dark, deep red burgundy type of colour. So I'm just going to take that and put it on as normal. There we go. See that? And then if we graduate it down, it gets lighter, like that. And then if we put some water on, we can pull it see? And another good thing with these colours is if you do a wash over your page to start with, you can do shapes and colour blends with different inks, and you know, really nice it comes out. Now let me go in with a dry brush with the ink. This is dry, just want a little bit on the top, and this one is light, so we're going there. That's still wet underneath, that ink, but this is on a dry brush. I'll take some more there, so you can build up the layers and get it as dark as you want. So there you go. That's very intense, that colour. It's more like a deep burgundy brown red. It's very intense there. But you see how rich they are in colour. Now, one of the favourite colours in the set I got was the meadow. I do like a green, and I will show you this colour. My brush, have I got any ink on that left? Yeah, I have, because you've got to keep changing your water, you see. I may have to change this water in a minute because I started with the most intense colour. But here's a green. The brush has been wetted, so, but you see you can move it around for a certain short period, but then like after some time, like I can't get that bit now to there. There we go. And this green is nice. Let me do the intense part of it. There. So you can build with these. I will be getting some more of these inks because I do like doing this type of art, because I like bright colours. And I mean, you can use it as not intense as well. I just find these 30ml are supposed to be like sample bottles or refill bottles, but I mean, there's tons of ink in there. There's really lots of ink, so you're getting your money's worth. And I think singular, these bottles work out around £2.80 or something each. They do sets on Amazon. That's what I got, a whole set. I got this colour, this Oreo Borealis. hate long funny names. Right, so we're going in with that, and that's intense. Look at that beautiful blue, look. I'll take it up to there and down, and then just get it lighter. See? And then just go in again, and then just go right across to there, and then do it again. No. Isn't that lovely? But yes, they're great for different shading. So say if I wanted to do water, for instance, yeah. Right, so what I'll do is I'll just dip it very slightly, and then I'll just grab a bit of water in there. Just dip it very slightly in there. My water's not clear, by the way. It's got a red colour to it now. I'm trying not to get up to do it. Right, let me try this. So we'll do down here, say for instance. So say these are waves. They're not going to be, they're mountains, okay, but say they're waves. I'm just doing a quick example, okay, because it takes a minute or so for the, and now I've got hair in it from the brush. Hang on. Takes a minute for it to dry. So we can achieve lots of different colours from light to dark in these inks as well, in just one single ink. So I've done, that is the darkest it'll go, and this is the lightest it will go. So you've got combinations you can do, and you'll see in a minute why I'm saying that as well. So if I just darken that ink now and put a little bit more in, and I think this should be dry enough, and then I'll go over and do another lot of mountains. This is just quick example what you can do with these inks. Just to show you what you can do. Okay, let me leave that off to the side a minute and get you in more. Gives that a second to dry out. Also, you can use them with your pens, which are great. But you can actually, I'm still waiting for that to dry, guys, so while we're doing that, you can use your pen as well. See? Look. So, like, say you was doing something on here, you can go along it. You can do it in gold, you can do it in any colour you want. That's running out now. But we can do, I've got this dip pen as well. So we just dip that in, nice lot of it loaded onto that pen, and off we go again. See? And we can do finer detail like this as well. And you can get white ink. Best way to do it is with acrylic white ink, because that shows up as a nice ink. But you see how fine you can go and do detail. Okay, so let me just use this bit off of here. It'll probably never run out now. Doesn't want to. I don't know if you guys like that scratchy noise. I do like these dip pens though. They do work really well. And I mean, they're not just for writing. I mean, you can do your name and that, but you can do some nice shapes on your paintings and in your books and everything. I think I've got too much. But they do hold a lot. They do. These dip pens do hold a lot of ink. That was just one dip and I'm getting all that out of it. Now it's starting to go lighter, so it should run out soon. There we go. It's starting to run out now. Right, so I'm just going to dip that in the water and just rinse it off. But yeah, I do like these dip pens. They're very good. And I got this one in a set off of Amazon. It's got blue in it and silver, and it's got a lovely big head on it. So yeah, so we've done that, so that's dry now. So what we want to do now is we want to go in. I'll use a little bit of, oh hang on, there may not be enough there. I need to make sure I've got some ink, because this is the darkest it goes. I don't want to over wet it though. But now you'll see what I was saying about a build, what you can do, achieve with these inks. Yes, you can do the same thing with watercolour. You can do the same thing with any paint, just water it down and that, and then build up. But these seem, in, you know, the colour, the it's just lovely. and then I can just go down like that. Just make it, I'm just going to go right the way down as I've got the ink on there. It's just so intense, you know, the colours on them. But make sure you don't let your brush dry out if your brush isn't white and you've got ink on it. Though it does wash out good, but you know, you don't want your brush, don't see what I mean about all the different colours. Isn't that pretty like that? So yeah, I mean, that didn't take 2 seconds to do. So yeah, that is how to do it. I will swatch the other colours. I've got 2 left here. I've got an Oxford blue as well. So, and if this dries out, you can re-wet that. You can do that. Right, I don't think I've got enough water on the brush. Right, there we go. There's the Oxford blue, which is a nice blue as well, isn't it? Really nice. And because these are like fountain pen inks, and not a lot of people know that you can watercolour with them. I have got some other inks, fountain pen inks, but they're not branded ones, and I get a lot of them in sets if I buy a pen. I recently bought a pen with some in a set, and this is what this one looks like watered right down. Look. There. I'll take it across into that. It's a very pretty blue. And then I've got one left, which is Imperial Purple, and that is very intense as well, but it's a gorgeous colour. Now we've just got this area left now. Right, I'll show you this colour. Oh, lovely. My dog just burped. That's bleeding into that, but it looks nice. Hang on a minute. It's gone. With that blue, it's making like a different colour, like a light, like another type of, like a lavender with that blue. It's nice. Let's see how thick we can get this colour. There's how thick we can get that colour there. But yeah, there's that colour there, and it's starting to bleed. They granulate into the other colour, but they don't act like watercolour paints, the granulating ones. They just bleed. But there's some lovely colours on there. Lovely, lovely, intense colours. Obviously, I want to get some more colours because I've only got these colours at the moment. But I've shown you today how you can use the pens with them, like that. And I mean, like this sheet here, I could finish it off by just putting more colours down, getting the pen back out when all this is dry, going over it with gold dots and just different things and that. That's where your acrylic, I've got a few, your acrylic inks come into play. There's one here I always keep at my side. This is a white acrylic ink, or black acrylic ink, or gold or silver or something like that, and just splat the whole page, cull it out, put it in your journal. You've got some nice backgrounds, you know. But yeah, there's the layering as well. You can see how many shades of purple that's just made just by it seeping into the blues. I really do like them. They're lovely, beautiful colours, and they're not chalky. They just don't feel like anything. They're not chalky, there's no residue, it's nice. Yeah, I really like them. Now, I will show you something that I've made using these inks. I like using these inks. I've been doing a lot of watercolouring of an evening when I get the time. Just, when I say watercolouring, it could be gouache, watercolour, or these inks. So I made these particularly using these inks. I'll show you this one first. This was bleeding them all in together. See, I've got some of those Acrylic inks as well. I've got this one here, but I've got different colours. And I used some of those and some of these inks as well and made this. This is not finished. Okay, this one's not finished. This is just this is the second layer. I want to go over it with some acrylic inks as well and maybe some pen markers and that. But look at all the different colours in there. All the shades and that. How intense it's gone. It went from yellow, pink, made an orange. Then that one dripped into there. It made that like a... what is that? It's like a turquoise and teal going into a green shade. Then it started dripping and forming in all these patterns. And I think that's lovely like that. I really do. Let me get that over to the light a bit more so I can show you the other one because that's my favourite one. So it's right in the light. So yeah, I think that's come out really nice, and as I said, build it up a bit more with different mediums, like acrylic inks and paint markers and stuff on it, maybe a few splatters, and that's good to go. Right, this one is my favourite one doing with the inks so far. I may have to take you up because it's a longer page. And it's this one. Even though they're harder to move around than watercolours and you haven't got that much time before they sort of settle in place, I did manage to do this. Is that yeah, it's a splatter. So the splatters on this are actually watercolour, sparkling gold, but I love that. And I used one of my dip pens. I can't remember which one I used on it. It's one of these two to do the leaves with, to put extra, just add extra character to them. But I think that's come out nice. That's the first time I've actually drawn one of those. And I didn't know where I was going. There was no pre-plan. There was no drawing. There was just colouring. I didn't pencil it all out or anything like that. I just added layers and layers and layers. And hoped for the best. And I do like it. I think it's come out really nice. I hope you like my picture, guys. I think it looks nice. You can see the sparkle under the light. It's all over the picture. It's a shame you can't actually see it in real life because it looks really nice. But see the sparkles on the leaves, and it does look nice. So yeah, that's original work by me. But thank you for watching. I hope this helped. See that ink's already drying out. If it does, just re-wet it. Just get a pipette, re-wet the ink, and you can use it just like watercolour paint again. That's nicely watered down, ready to go on a background of that. And as I said, you can do a background wash with that colour, but you have to keep a certain flow like you do with watercolour, because it builds up in one area. So that's the best way to do that. I'm not going to do anything else with this. Usually if I do a painting like this, I will add a very neutral or very light background, but because I put splatters on and that, I'm going to leave it as it is. I like that as that is, actually. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this was some help to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Feeling me, you can't get rid of me, calling the swatch.
Time is running out.